What's up, boys and girls? C. Lopez back once again with another tutorialism, and today is going to be part 2 of my remix project. Now, in the last video I took this.
I haven't seen you around. I think you try to hide,
and turned it into this.
I haven't seen you around. I think you try to hide.
And today I'm going to show you how I went from that to this.
I haven't seen you around. I think you try to hide.
Now, the first thing I'm going to do is sort out those chords, because as a couple of people have pointed out, the last chord that I played was actually an incorrect chord in comparison to the original track. Now, if I just open up the chords and if I just highlight the notes here on the piano roll, in Cubase it shows us what chord I actually played. So I started with B minor, then went to A major and finished with this E minor. And like I say, as was pointed out, this E minor was actually a different chord to what was played in the original track. So changing this is very, very simple in Cubase. You just simply highlight them, and then over here you just switch it to the chord that you want it to be. So what I'm going to do is switch this first E minor part to E sus4. Sounds like that. And the second part I'm actually going to switch to an E major. So let's have a listen to how that sounds with the rest of the track. And let's compare it to the original E minor. And just so we can hear that properly, let's just mute the vocal for now and the guitar. And let's have a listen again. Nice. Yeah, that's loads better than the E minor. So let's switch this as well to sus4 and this one to A major. Awesome. And let's repeat that over. Let's listen back with the vocals.
It must be days, 'cause I have lost the count. Where are you now, my friend?
Awesome, that's loads better. So what I'm going to do is actually switch this patch now from a piano to something a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to go for Omnisphere 2. So the patch I was using when I practiced was Radio Tone, which is right here. Let's load that up and have a listen.
I haven't seen you around.
Nice. Now it's a little bit don't know what the word to describe. It's a little bit long. So let's sidechain this with the kick drum. So it's a little bit more staccato like. So let's go to the inserts and load up just Cubase's compressor. And let's switch on the sidechain. Now I need to send the kick drum to that sidechain. So let's go to the kick drum and to the sends and select the sidechain, which is this one, I believe. Let's turn it on. Check that. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, and let's bring the threshold right down. And we'll turn the ratio up. Nice. Maybe let's bring the release down a bit. Awesome. Let's bring the gain down a bit. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of delay to that. So let's go and get these sound ties, and I'm going to load up the effect rack. And let's get to the delays. Just going to get a preset. Might switch it up later. And I think it was this one I was playing about with. Let's have a listen. Nice. Let's bring down the mix a little bit. Play about with the release on this a little bit. Nice, I like that. Let's turn down the gain. Alright, awesome. So those of you that watched the first part of the video will remember that the original track was in a 6/8 time signature and I've switched it to 4/4. Now, those of you who are better at maths than me will be able to work out that when I did that, that's actually changed the grid or the swing of this to a 16th triplet. And we can see that if I load up the original beat that I was using, and let's just zoom in on that so we can see. And now that my grid is at 16 triplet, you can see that all those beats are matching up nicely. So what I'm going to do is take out that original beat that I was playing with, and I'm going to add my own drums. Now, often, but not always, I will start off with some kind of audio top loop that I'll have gotten from some kind of sample pack or something like that. However, Cubase comes preloaded with hundreds, maybe even thousands, not really counted, of MIDI files. And these MIDI files are not just straight up MIDI notes, they actually come preloaded inside some of the instruments in Cubase, which means that I'm going to have a lot more potential ways of kind of changing them and making those top loops and MIDI files my own. So I'm going to load up the racks to the side here, go to loops and samples, show all items, and I just want to make sure that I've just got MIDI files and MIDI loops selected, which they already are. And let's go to percussion. Find it. Cool. And I'm actually going to get one of these 6/8 time signature MIDI loops here. So if I play them, they should play along to my track. Let's play. So let's find one. So yeah, I'm just going to get this one that's just the shaker. I'm just going to double click it, and you can see it's now entered into my project, and it's loaded up with Halion Sonic, which is actually playing the instrument. So let's have a listen to that in the track. Nice. Let's extend that out, join it together, and what I'm going to do is just solo it so you can hear. Cool. And let's just do a little bit of editing. I'm not going to do much for now, but I might change it a bit later on. So I feel like I want a kind of a skippy thing here at the beginning. And let's mute that first one there. And I think maybe let's add a double here. Let's see what that sounds like. Nice. And let's extend that out. Right, next let's add clap. So I'm just going to insert a new MIDI track and let's get Groove Agent SE. And what I want is a clap, so back to my media bay or whatever they call it here, and got audio files, and in the search let's just type in clap and see what we have. So put that one in there. Oh, let's take it off percussion, that might help. I actually want to find this 808 clap that I found before. Get this saturated one here, and let's record that in. Nothing complicated. Let's keep it like that for now, nice and simple. Okay. Nice. Let's just reduce the gain on that a little bit. Nice. I'll add a bit of reverb to that later. I just want to really just get along with what we're doing here without kind of breaking the flow. I'll get into all the mixing and stuff later on. Okay, so I just stopped the video for a little bit there while I did a little procrastinating, and I just added a bass line. For the bass line, I've just used Hive by Yuhi, and the result is this.
I haven't seen you around.
Again, just utilising that 16th triplet swing.
I think you try too high. I haven't seen you around. I think you try too high.
Alright, so with that 16th triplet swing, it's kind of giving it a bit of a reggae type feel. So I think I'm going to add a few more chords using a different instrument. Okay, so I'm going to load up the chord device, or the chord pads even, right here. So the B minor, and I'm going to add, oh, the A is already up there. And let's add the E sus4 and and on this one, let's add the E major. Cool, so just put those in and it sounds like this.
I haven't seen you around. I think you tried.
Let's just do a little bit of housekeeping. Type in the name and press Shift and Enter. It should name the clips as well. Let's call these off chords. Makes sense to me. Right.
Too high. It must be days, 'cause I have lost the count. Where are you now, my friend?
Nice. Right, I feel like I need to add some more chords, but some kind of staccato type chords. So again, I'm going to go to Omnisphere because it's pretty good. And let's load this up. Add track, that would help. And let's get a plucky sound. So where's the plucks? Synth pluck. Play back with the mod wheel there. So that's pretty sick. That's a little kind of epic. Right. So let's have a playback with that. And you know what? I think this is going to be a little bit too fast for me to play in properly. So, yeah, let's take the speed down a little bit. Something that's a little bit more within my capabilities. Let's have a play. It's a little bit easier. Let's record that in. One will do. Got a scissors tool from there to there. I think we'll do. Have a listen. Oh. Okay, looks like there's a bit of a mess up there. These ones over. It's better. I think I might put those up an octave actually. Shifting up. Let's try that. That's better. Let's go back to the original tempo. turn down the gain, pre-gain even. Extend that out a bit. And I just think I'm going to record in a little bit of that mod wheel action. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure about that patch. Let's try something else. Yeah, I think I like that one a little bit better. Nice, let's just label that up. And yeah, let's have a listen with the vocal. I'm actually going to just put some preset effects on this just so I can hear what it's going to sound like in context. So I'm going to go to my effects, and I'm going to get this isotope nectar. And let's just load a preset. I'm not going to keep it like this. I just, like I say, I just want to hear it in context. Let's have a listen.
I haven't seen you around. I think you try to hide. It must be days, 'cause I have lost the count.
Awesome, so I think we're going to leave it there for now. So next time, hopefully this time next week, I'm going to continue this and I'm going to go into a breakdown, and then the week after we go into the arrangement and the mix. Okay, so that's it for now. C. Lopez Tutorialism. Peace.